Namaste. Just making sure things are looking okay. All right. Things are smooth today, hopefully. Namaste. So glad that you are here for our yoga break. We'll allow a few minutes for everyone to hop on and be ready to have some yoga as a pause in our important day. Every day is important, but taking a pause is probably needed. Namaste. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Fran. So glad that everybody's hopping on. There's a lot of sunshine today, so we have some bright studio space, hopefully, to practice in. Make sure that you have an area for the yoga, maybe a mat or a towel, and also grab a pillow and a blanket for deep relaxation that we will have at the end of class. And you can also sit on your pillow or your blanket in the beginning so that you can be comfortable and more upright. Namaste, welcome. Thank you for everyone for being here. If this is your first yoga class or your 100th or 1000th, don't worry, I'll tell you everything to do. Namaste, hi David. And we will have opportunities to have be in the poses in different variations. So if you feel like a pose is not working for you, you can make it your own and be sure to find some comfort in the poses. If you are a little bit more advanced and you know other variations, you can try other variations. And we'll be in the poses for a few breaths. So if it's silent and I'm not talking, that doesn't mean that I've gone away. It just means that you're to stay in the practice. So this yoga break will be about 25 minutes-ish, and we will have some breathing exercises and then some poses and then deep relaxation, and then we'll close with a brief meditation. So hopefully you will have all of these experiences of yoga and you will feel much better after taking this yoga break. So at this time, find a comfortable seat and begin to straighten your spine. You can sit again on a blanket or a pillow or even in a chair. And allow the eyes to close. If this doesn't feel comfortable, you can have a soft gaze upon the floor or just look over your nose tip gaze. We'll begin with some calming breathing, inhaling for 4, holding for 2, and exhaling for 4. I'll be sure to do all of the counting for you. If you're having trouble with the sound, maybe just turn it up on your device. If you can't hear me, let me know. We'll begin again with the 4 count breath in, holding for 2 and exhaling for 4. When you exhale the breath, make it very firm. Exhale to begin. Take a deep breath in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. Open up the mouth, exhale. Again, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Open up the mouth, exhale. Again, in, hold, and release. Keep going. Hold. Open up the mouth, let it go. Now return to the natural rhythm of your breath. We'll do some energizing breathing now. Bring the elbows up to a goal post and begin twisting side to side. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Try not to let the elbows dip down. Keep them lifted. Every time you turn the head and add the sound of the breath. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Good. Now lift the arms above the head, clasp the hands, and push up toward the ceiling with the arms and the hands. Arms are almost straight. Take a deep breath in and then release your arms down forcefully and let out the air. Breathe in. Keep going. 3 more. Last one. Good. Keep the arms lifted. Bring one hand to the side, side bend. Look under the arm. Stretch. And then switch. Reach. And then back to center. Interlace the hands behind the back. See if you can clasp them. Pull the shoulder blades together and look up. Breathe in. Exhale, chin to chest. This is for the cervical spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, chin to chest. Last one, look up. And chin to chest. Next are shoulder rolls. You're going to bring your shoulders by your ears on purpose and then backward. Make this nice and big or small depending on your condition today. But a lot of tension is held in the shoulders and the neck, so try to release this with the shoulder rolls. The arms are loose. Reverse the direction. And return to center. Now we'll go to the mat, so find your yoga space. Again, if you don't have a mat, that's okay. And as you find your mat, you're going to bring your feet a little bit apart, about hips width, and bring your right arm up and begin making a circle with the arm. You can either do this on the diagonal like I'm showing, or you can do it more straight back, like a backstroke. Keep moving. Reverse the direction. Again, fast or slow, depending on your nature. Try not to bang into anyone or anything. Switch, go back. Doesn't matter which arm you do. When I do say right and left, it actually looks the opposite. So you just do one side and then the other. Reverse the direction. Good, now both arms lift. One arm goes back and the other arm goes forward, like a windmill or some sort of propeller. Keep moving. Sometimes when you do this, you just might be swimming. That's okay. And then reverse, one arm back, the other arm forward. So your arms are going in opposite directions. Keep moving. Good, and release. Next, lift the right foot a little bit off the floor. Again, doesn't matter which leg you do first, and begin swinging the leg. Keep the hands on the hips or arms out to a T. If you have trouble with balance, bring your hand to a wall, and then that way you can have a little bit more balance. More worry about the front kick than the back kick. This is good for the hamstring and also the hips. Abdominals are strong. Good, let the leg just slow down. Lift the left leg a little bit off the floor. Again, you can use a hand on a wall if you need balance, and begin swinging the leg. It looks easy, but it's not very easy. Try to keep the balance. Again, abdominals supporting the spine. And then let the leg just slow down. Next, interlace the hands like we did in seated and lift them above the head. Lift up and out of the waist and side bend. You can do all of these in the morning when you feel really tight as well. Switch sides. And return to center. Interlace the hands behind the back, separate the feet a little bit, and then fold forward. Pull the knuckles over the head and lay your chest on your thighs. So you have contact between the chest and the legs by bending the knees a lot. Now release the arms, ragdoll. Let everything hang. Maybe hold opposite elbows, sway back and forth. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Finding some way to feel comfortable in the ragdoll position. Release the arm. Then very slowly, bring the feet together and the palms together. Look at your thumbs and roll up, one backbone at a time. Keep watching the thumbs as you raise the arms above the head. And then hands the center of the chest. Step your right foot back. So again, it might look different on your screen, but the right foot will step back and the left foot is forward. Lift the arms and come into a lunge. The hands can be on the front thigh or arms lifted. This is called the Kapiyasana pose. Try to find a way to lift the chest toward the ceiling and the eyes lift as well. Now lift up and out of the waist. Straighten the front leg and take half splits. The left heel is on the floor, the toes face up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. If you have more of splits and you're more warmed up, go ahead. Maybe you bend and straighten the front knee if that feels good for you, but make this your own. Half splits. Now bring the left foot down, frame it, step back to plank. You can keep the knees down if the plank is too much. Lower down knees, chest, chin. Chest lifts, cobra. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, the back knee to the floor. Lift the arms, Kapiyasana. If this bothers your knee, bring a blanket or a pillow underneath for cushion. Now lift the chest. Look up. Stay. Lift up and out of the waist, half splits. The heels on the floor, the toes face up. You can move back and forth if this feels good, warming up the hips. And then, of course, keep a little bend in your right knee if you have very tight hamstrings. Folding forward. However you feel your body is okay. Try to find ease in the poses. Frame the front foot, step back to plank, and then lift the hips, downward facing dog. The chest toward the thighs. You can bend the knees a bit and bring the top of the head toward the floor. Too much for you, just take a tabletop. Step the left foot forward, warrior one. In the warrior one, the palms are together or separate depending on your shoulders. Too much for you, hands the center of the chest. Your knee over the ankle. Warrior two, open the arms. Flip the left palm and revolve. Straighten the front leg. Now reach forward for the triangle. The left hand on the inside of the ankle or shin, the right arm lifts. Try to make the body very strong here, like a triangle, full of beautiful angles. Still with the left foot forward. Now use the right arm to lift you up, preparing for the warrior three. So either bring the hands to the center of the chest or the hands can be behind you. Bear weight forward and lift the right leg. Again, the arms can be in any variation you like. The most challenging is reaching the arms forward. Steady breath, steady mind. And return. Very good. Switching sides. Right foot forward now, warrior one. Arms lift. See the thumbs or look forward. In the warrior one, the bottom part of the body is grounding and the upper part of the body is lifting. Just imagine saying to yourself, I am a fierce warrior, full of resilience. Now release the left arm down, warrior two, just for a breath. Flip the palm, reach back, revolved warrior, straighten the front leg. Now forward for the triangle. Right hand on the inside of the ankle, left arm lifts. The front knee can be a little bit bent. Triangle pose. Steady. And then return. Prepare to balance in the warrior three. Come to the ball of the back foot, adjust your feet, maybe stepping them closer. Hands the center of the chest, lift the left leg, warrior three pose. Any arm variation. Your left toes face down and the hips are level. Maybe reach the arms forward. Or the hands can be behind the back. And return to standing. Very good. That's good for balance. Standing on the left foot now, preparing for tree. Tree pose, you can do a little kickstand, inner calf, inner thigh, or half lotus. Just avoid the knee joint. So don't rest your foot on your knee, it's not safe. Doesn't matter which leg you do first. Go ahead and come up into your tree, hands the center of the chest. If you feel very balanced, raise the arms. And then find your variation of the tree. Maybe the palms open, do a mudra with your hands. Embody the consciousness of a great tree, full of resilience. And as if you see the body moving on its own, switch sides. No fuss, just become the tree on the other side. Find your variation. Hands the center of the chest first. Concentrate. Just imagine growing your branches, becoming the tree fully. Even the eyes lift toward the sky. And release. Very good. All right, next. This is a stretch for the hips and also maybe a balance. So you're going to be coming into a chair pose with the one leg crossed over the left, over the other. Doesn't matter which side. I'm doing the left leg standing first. It's like a figure four. Hands the center of the chest and sit down and back as if you're sitting in a chair. You can stay here or bring your hands to the floor. If you want, you can practice straightening the left leg, or you can try to balance. So to balance, hook your toes on the back of your arm and make a little shelf with your arms. It's like a crow pose. That's called the flying pigeon. If that's for you, go ahead. Otherwise, stay here. I bet some of the kids can do it. Very slowly reset, switching sides. One leg is standing, cross the leg over top, making a figure four with the legs. Sit down and back as if you're sitting in a chair. This is plenty, so you can just stay here. Or to change the stretch a little, hands come to the floor. Maybe you lift the hips or try to balance. Making a shelf with the arms and lifting the leg. Not required, of course, just do your practice. And come back to center. Shake it out. Arms wide, arms to a T. Going to do some breathing and also some turning. So every time you come up, you're going to exhale the air. When you go down, inhale. So it looks like this. Exhale, inhale. Make some noise. Keep going. Two more. Last one. Good. Now heel toe your feet a little closer together, heels out, toes out. Sit down into a squat. If you can't get all the way to the floor, don't worry, just stay in a chair. Now bring your seat to the floor and balancing on the sitting bones for the boat pose. In the boat pose, you can keep holding the legs or the arms reach out. From here, you're going to do the Bhastrika breath. Inhale, exhale rapidly through the nose, like a bunny rabbit. Let out your air. Hold your toes. See if you can get them. You have to bend your knees a lot. Make sure you have some space behind you, holding the toes, and see if you can roll onto your back into the plow pose, holding the toes. If it feels good to you, you can open the legs or just keep holding the legs, the feet together. Optional to go into the shoulder stand or just take legs up the wall or put a pillow or your hands underneath your seat and keep the legs inverted. For full shoulder stand, the hands are on either side of the spine. Elbows working close to each other. The breath is calm. Roll out one backbone at a time slowly and come into the fish pose. So for easy fish, you're on your forearms looking up. This is one option. Or bring your hands underneath of the body, lift the chest and bring the top of the head to the floor. Fish. Now Bhastrika breath. Inhale, exhale rapidly through the nose. And release. Bring the soles of the feet together. Bring one hand over the heart and one hand over the belly. Breathe deeply here through all the pores of the skin. Very good. Next, bend the knees, preparing for bridge pose. That's lifting the hips, or the wheel. For the wheel, the hands come by the shoulders and you push all the way up. Or supported bridge, bending the elbows and just lifting the pelvis and press into the backs of the arms. We'll do this for about 5 breaths, so decide what you'd like to do. Exhale and lift. If you'd like to go into the wheel again, maybe you come to the top of the head first and then push all the way up. Otherwise, stay in the bridge, energetically squeeze the leg together, press into your big toes. And release. Bring the knees into the chest and rock right and left. Rock on the spine a few times and come up to seated. Prepare for the spinal twist. In the spinal twist, the left leg is straight and the right leg is bent. Look over the right shoulder and turn. You can also just hug the leg in here. and switch. Right leg out, left leg in front, and turn. Turning the same direction as the leg that is bent. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, turn. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, turn. And return to center. If there's any stretches you'd like to do before Shavasana, like the happy baby or anything like that, go ahead. And then prepare for deep relaxation. Which is a really important part of the class. So finding your way onto your back for relaxation. We'll relax the whole body now. The goal of Shavasana is to reach a state between awake and asleep, where your body undergoes deep healing. Not only physical healing, but emotional and mental healing. Bring all your attention to your left hand. Allow the left hand to be heavy. Left arm and shoulder. No effort. Right hand. The right hand is heavy. Right arm and shoulder. No sensation. Left foot, leg and hip, sinking down. The right foot, free of tension. Right leg and hip, no effort. Pelvic region, abdomen loose. Rib cage and chest, your back so heavy. Head, neck, and scalp sinking down. Face without expression. Eyes sink deep into the sockets. Jaw and tongue loose, not a word to say. Leave your body and breath to rest and allow deep healing to occur. Just imagine seeing yourself as if from above, full of peace and joy and true contentment. This is who you really are, complete and full of love. Feel your breath and feel your body. Begin to make any movements or stretches you like. And without disrupting your peace, return to a seated position. No rush. As you arrive in your seat, allow the eyes to close or have a soft gaze over the nose. Observing and honoring the beautiful peace and wisdom you've connected with through this practice. And honoring you can come back to this again and again. Marvel in the peace and wisdom that resides within you and all beings. Feel the connectedness between all of us. We are all one. We'll end with Om and then Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale the breath away. Deep breath in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to your inner peace and wisdom. See this in others and show deep compassion. It is my true honor and pleasure to share this practice with you. Thank you for tuning in. Just a couple of announcements. I am involved in a teacher training this summer, and right now we're still planning to run it. It's 200 hours, so maybe if you're interested in being a yoga teacher, you might consider looking into it. So just send me a message or check out my feed. It's at the Movement Lab this summer. And additionally, I just posted a Dharma 2 yoga class. It's 60 minutes on my YouTube channel, and it's a complete practice with some mantras in the beginning, and then the poses, deep relaxation, alternate nostril breathing, and meditation. So it's a whole class. And I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I have love in my heart for you. Thank you, and I look forward to connecting in all the ways. And if you have any questions or anything you want to share, just message me or in the comments. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Have a great Wednesday. Namaste.